All right, bit of a storm outside. Storm's coming. The teachers' union contract was ratified and now been released for approval tomorrow night. This is the old contract. That ended or will end. And here's the steps. So what happens is each year of a contract, they have new levels of pay. And every year that an employee stays with the district, they'll move from one step to the next step, or they'll jump a column if they get their master's, or they'll jump more columns if they get their master's plus 15, plus 30, plus 45. Get the idea. Then each year, they'll also jump along the grid as they perform yearly service. Here's the New Year's proposal. They're going to publish it tonight and they're going to put it out tomorrow for approval. If you look at the numbers on this, I threw these into a spreadsheet to make it easier to review. I'll show that to you in a second, but this would be nearly impossible to calculate for anybody in the negotiations meeting without some sort of digital assistance. I'm going to do one thing here. One of the things I was hoping for, given the amount of safety and security and issues and problems that we had within Lehighton over the last period, and the cost to those and the ramifications of it, I was hoping that the negotiation committee would have found a way to ask, plead, request. It's an amicable situation, let's face it. The district has to hire from the union has the district to serve. We're all in it together. It's an amicable relationship. Give them as much as they can, and in my opinion, we should give them as much salary as they can. And the benefits themselves that they can work out. If they would rather have some of those things in salary, it's better for everybody. Why they have this massive benefits package over just increasing the salary, I guess that's part of the negotiation. They'll figure that all out. We'll see if it gets approved tomorrow or not. The thing I wanted to check was, I wondered if they were able to get the voluntarily, and there's only 3 instances of the word voluntarily. Let's just use the word volunteer just to make sure we don't miss anything. And we got 6. I'm looking for the union to offer voluntarily random drug screening. And let's see if they got it this year in the contract. Nope. 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 Shucks. The people aren't going to get what they truly need in our district, which is the best teachers doing the best job and voluntarily recognizing that the safety of our students is paramount. But what's most involved with many of these contracts is money. So let's take a look at that. What I do is I made a spreadsheet. This tells you the matrix. This gives you year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4 of the contract that they're talking about proposing. And then what I did was I just took standard math, 2nd grade math. Mrs. Parker, thank you. She did a great job teaching me how to multiply and divide. And I was able to use those 2nd grade skills in this newfangled thing called Excel. And what I did was we took the amount that the current step would be. So if you join the school first year and have a $55,000 base salary, if you get your master's, if you get 15, 30, 45, or national board certification is also an opportunity. If you can earn these credits, you get paid more. So by looking at that, the first year, and then the next year you do your step and your step and your step. So in the first year, you'd get this pay. The second year, you'd be moving up a step. and you'd get that increase. If you were in this part of the grid, you'd have this base pay, and then the next year you'd get this increase. If you look at the math, it's just the calculation between the two, and then you take the percentage change. So that's year 2 of the contract. Year 2 based off of year 1. Year 3 based off of year 1. Year 4 based off of year 1. Now, if you want to look at it without the step increase, it looks like this. And this is the standard base year. So what you have, how much does it cost us? Well, you'd have to calculate all these out. Internally, I was able to do that because the board gave us information, the administration gave us information on how many people are at each step and that sort of thing. We calculated it out. And it's important to understand how this works and what the raises they're looking to try to get and do. And there's also one other key factor that was kind of missing from a lot of the information, but I did calculate it out. It would have been the last year's matrix to this year's matrix and how much that raise was. Interesting information. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you very much. And a lot of the information you can get here at lehighton.org. There you go. If you go to the download center, you'll have a bunch of the information, including all these documents available to the public that were received from the district as part of my right to know. Sounds great, people. Thank you very much. See you.